Good morning to all. Class 8 Biology Chapter 2 Crop Production and Management. In your textbook, this lesson is first chapter Crop Production and Management. Topics in this covered are basic terms, crops, types of crops, agriculture implements, agriculture implements, agriculture practice, manure and fertilizers, irrigation, crop production, and last one, animal husbandry. Animal husbandry. Basic terms, crops, types of crops, agriculture implements, agriculture practice, manure and fertilizers, irrigation, crop production, and animal husbandry. Let us discuss one by one. Introduction. As we know that all the living organisms like plants, animals need food for survival. All plants, animals need food for survival. Plants can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Plants can prepare their food by the process of photosynthesis, while animals obtain their food from directly or indirectly from plants. Plants can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Animals obtain their food from directly or indirectly from plants. So, now question comes. What about humans? Where do get their food from? How do they meet their daily requirements? Human grows, plants and animals meet their daily requirements. But since human population is increasing day by day, their food requirement also increasing along with it. Therefore, it is necessary for increasing quantity of food produced fulfill their daily demands, increasing the demands. The food requirements achieved by forming more lands. The food requirements is achieved by forming more lands, increasing the food production and managing the productions and distribution of food. Increasing the food production and managing the production and distribution of food. Let us discuss about basic terms. Basic terms. there in the basic terms: agriculture, horticulture, crops. Three basic terms: agriculture, horticulture, and crops or agriculture. It is a process of growing crops. It is a process of growing crops in large scale. Agriculture, it is a process of growing crops in large scale. Next, horticulture. It is a process of growing fruits, vegetables, and ornamental plants. Horticulture, it is a process of growing fruits, vegetables, and ornamental plants. Next, crops. The plants which are grown large number, the plants which are grown in large number to get useful products provided by man is said to be crops. The plants which are grown by a large number to get useful products useful by men said to be crops. Crops. Agriculture, horticulture and crops, they are there in basic terms. Now, types of crops. Types of crops. Types of crops. There are two types of crops. There are two types of crops which are Kharif crop and Rabi crop. Two types of crops: Kharif crop, Kharif crops and Rabi crops. Types of crop. There are two types: Kharif crops and Rabi crops. Let us discuss Kharif crop. Those plants are growing in rainy season. Those crops are growing in rainy season during the month of June to October. Those crops are growing during the month of June to October is called Kharif crops. Examples of Kharif crops and groundnut, paddy, cotton, etc. Next, Rabi crops. Rabi crops, those crops are growing in winter season during the month of October to December is called Rabi crops. Example, wheat, barley. Two types of crops: Kharif crops and Rabi crops. Kharif crops, those crops are growing in rainy season during the month of June to October is called Kharif crops. Examples, groundnut, cotton, paddy, etc. Rabi crops, those crops are growing in winter season during the month of October to December is called Rabi crops. Examples, wheat and barley. Two types. Basic terms finished. Crops finished. Types of crops finished. Agriculture implements. Next one, agriculture implements. Agriculture implements. Those tools helpful for agriculture. Those tools helpful for agriculture and there are very necessary for agriculture are called agriculture implements. Examples: plough and hoe, cultivator and seed. Four types: plough, hoe, cultivator and seed. Let us discuss plough. Plough, it is made up of wood. It is made up of wood drawn by a pair of birds or any other animals. Ploughing defined loosening and turning of soil. Loosening and turning of soil which can be done by plough. Ploughing is defined as a loosening and turning of soil which can be done plough. It is used for tilling, adding fertilizers, adding fertilizers, removing seeds. Next, hoe. It consists of long rod of wood. It consists of long rod of wood, a strong broad plate of iron, a strong broad plate of iron fixed with one end. Strong broad plate of iron fixed with one end. It works like a plate. Next, cultivator. Cultivator, when plough is attached to the doctor, is called cultivators. It saves time and labor. Next, seed drill. Seed drill, it is used for sowing the seeds. It is used for sowing the seeds. Agriculture implements, 4 are there in that 4: plough, hoe, cultivator and seed drill. We have learned today 3 basic terms: agriculture, horticulture and crops. Next, crops, types of crops, 2 types of crops: kharif crops and rabi crops. And agriculture implements, plough, hoe, cultivator and seed drill. Crops and agriculture. Agriculture means it is growing crops in large scale. Next, horticulture. Horticulture means it is growing that. It is the process of growing fruits, vegetables and ornamental plants. Crops. Crops are 2 types: kharif crops and rabi crops.